Ooh, that's hot. It's too hot. Wow, 8:08. Morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Saturday morning. I got my coffee right here. It's a little too hot. Almost. It'll be perfect in a couple of minutes. So we're going to let it sit and we'll switch. Double fisted in the morning here. Pretty much a standard issue with the KDK network. I like it a caffeine, which is fine. Good morning, LCAP. How are you? Nice little relaxing morning. Got my double caffeination station. What's up, B Shady? What are we getting into today? Any fun plans? Is it nice out? It looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. One of my nephews has hockey later on, early, well, I think at like 4. I'm meeting up with some buddies in a little while. I'm going to get outside and try to enjoy. It looks sunny. No clouds. Good morning, Jim. So, yeah, looks like I'm going to be outside for a few hours, try to enjoy some of this fall weather before it starts snowing all over everything. And, yeah, knives. You guys like knives? Who likes knives? Jim's doing some Christmas shopping today. Trish. Morning cup with Trish. Sunshine. I did not sleep well. What's new? This brain right here. That's kind of a visual representation of the squirrel running around up there. We're good. We're good. What's up, Clint? Okay, now we're almost there. We're almost at that perfect, the little cusp, the little 3-minute window. I don't like lids. We've talked about this. I have a lid for this particular one. I hate nights like that. Yeah, sometimes it's really common for me. Morning, Fred. But sometimes I go to bed and I fall asleep well, and then I wake up 4 or 5 hours later, and that's when it's like, dude, it's 4:30 in the morning or 5 or whatever. It's like, go back to bed. I'm like, Anybody order that Marshall Design Works Graviton? Oh, I don't know why why am I on the fence? I'm about to discuss. Oh God, no, I didn't. Thank you, Trish. All messages. We're good. Woke up 4 a.m. Been futzing with my computer all morning. Recent development. My email account now likes to pop up with a default saying, what is it? I can't remember the exact terms. It's a Gmail. So common email, but now it pops up and it gives me the most relevant. It's giving me my emails in what AI thinks is the most relevant for me for my emails. And then I have to click on it and change it to most recent, which is what It always has been what I've always liked. Got it on my email now, happens in the chat. It's like they don't want us to have like in order of how things, like, oh, people can't do that anymore? Can't have, now I'm going to have to hide Fred's. But I mean, why? Who, most relevant emails? That doesn't make sense. Like, emails are kind of like, oh, you get things from places you order something from, or you get something, it's like a one-time thing, or something that's regular, or something from work, and it's like, they are important on a daily basis on what you're getting, like switching that to, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't, Robo Steve. So it's kind of frustrating. I've gone into that email a few times and keep clicking it, and then I looked it up on the Googles, looked it up on Google, and you can't. It's a new feature that you can't change. If I want it to default to in order of my emails, I can't. It's relevance. What's more relevant? Who get? Donnie, because the problem is with this relevance is how are they deciding what the relevance is? Because like in the YouTube case, they are deeming that one of my top contributing members, paid members, are less important than someone who's just showed up who's never been here before. Like, how is that top I don't understand. Cheers to the future, folks. What knife am I buying next, huh? That's the question. Projectiles are sharp. What is up? Okay, so what is this? What did I miss? #1 top country Billboard song is an AI generated song. And the thing is, the future was yesterday, old man. Yeah. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it is. In my opinion, if you're doing a live, it should default to live. Right. But it seems like everything now, this whole AI integration thing is creating everything. It's like, well, no, we're going to find what the most relevant, what we think is the most relevant, and that's what you get first. It doesn't make sense because it's not always right. I looked up something last night, trying to, like, I got my new, Halloween themed or horror themed discs in the mail, and I was kind of fixing my display out in the living room, and I wanted to look up what the year release order was, like 2015 Freddy, 2016 Jason, 2017 Mike Myers or whatever. So then because I just got the Mike Myers one, which is actually the third in the series. They're on like the 10th year now or something like that. Morning, Kathleen. And so I went on Google and I typed in Discraft Halloween Buzz order of year release, or I don't know, something like that. And I got an AI, the AI reply is what you get on Google first. And it basically said, there is no order, there is no list of the order of the discs. The newest one is from Terrifier. It's like, that's the Google answer. But the reality is that isn't the answer. And I found it on Reddit. I found it on Discraft. I found it on another page too, where it is, here's the list, 2015 to current. But the AI actual top big answer that was like scroll and a half of info was incorrect. And so that same technology is deeming what is important as far as what we get to read and what our chats are. And apparently they don't like me reading Grateful Dongs. I stopped liking the direction the world was going back in 2002. Stopped evolving there. Yeah. Oh, and so I was getting to the thing was the number one song. Because I saw a thing on this too where like some artist physically was like, watch, I'm gonna make an AI song. They made an AI song, then they released it, and then everyone paid money for it. Like, I can go into that and I can type that artist, that theme, write a song about this, and it'll spit one out to me. So why would you buy one? Sarah Connor is rolling in her grave. We all, yeah, dude, 20 some years ago, we knew this was a bad idea. Oh, Lord. So positive vibes in the morning. We got some caffeine in a cup. I'm ingesting it. I can switch over and make some cold one. My mom would be like, what are you doing? No caffeine before noon was the rule back in the day. And it worked. Or it didn't work. Because then after I was no longer enforced by that rule, I drank the caffeine. Celsius. Have I had a Celsius? I've seen those. It just happened again this morning, Kathleen, with my email. And that's why I was like, why is this on my email now? Now Gmail is starting to do it. It's wild. Why can't Gmail, they should be able to, this is a whole thing about consumerism and stuff. I should be getting tons more stuff about knives. I love knives. Knives are cool. Knife sales. You know, like, these are the things I'm saying. Show me more of this. If this is what it's going to be, send it. Discount codes for new Blade releases. The caffeine drinks me too, right? Could be worse. You need a crackhead or something. That's my speed, Am I gonna get the null voodoo doll? Oh man, I feel like I've been out of the loop lately, because what was it yesterday? There was a couple things that were mentioned and I'm like, say the what now? Like, I try to keep my hand on the pulse, like what's coming out, what's happening. No voodoo. No knives. Ooh. Wow. I will not be getting that. Where is I see a bunch of them and they're gorgeous, and that's not why I'm not getting it. These are expensive. The voodoo doll is just a small voodoo. Yeah, everybody's on board. We're getting bigger versions, smaller versions. Okay, so where's the doll? Voodoo. Look at the price tag on these. $460, $980. Let's look at the $980 one. Oh, look at that thing. Oh my god. Wow. Look at that stud in there with the Okay. Anybody got a voodoo? Okay, so Trish is talking about the new doll. Is that not on this page? Voodoo doll pre-order. Okay. $339, $389, $574 for that one. Let's take a peek at this right here. Micarta, bolster. Harpoon. Anybody wants to get me something for Christmas? Ooh, bolster lock. Yeah. It'd be the nicest Christmas present ever. Vanex. Okay. Trish, which one are you going to get? Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I like their photos too. That's great. These kind of wooden beads and the little spoons and shit. That nail. Yeah, that's super cool. I like this. Green micarta. Yeah, I like the other one more. Where's the purple one? That's what Trish is going to get. This one? Yeah, that's rad. Everything about that. I want the DLC, but not a fan of the scales. Every blade and every option. Make them tiny. You got to make a giant one too. You can make the regular, then you make that little one, and then you make the jumbo, right? Right? Rubber toe. Donnie's been up since 4:55. Whoa. I just got a huge jump. Okay, where are we at? More than I would spend. Well, not more than I would spend. More than I should spend. They should have put out a limited mini plush or plastic toy voodoo doll with it, says Donnie, and I agree. Sorry, my chat jumped. I'm trying to catch up quick. I would be willing to dip the toe into some debaucheries for that knife. Yeah. We could debauch. I need coffee. What's up, Stonewall? It was supposed to be here yesterday. Wait, what was supposed to be there yesterday? This? Donnie went to bed at 12:30. No reason for early rise. Donnie, dude, that's in a nutshell, dude. I swear, I have no reason to get up at all. My brain, my body, where I'm at now, it's usually about, that 5 to 6 hours. It's like, okay, let's go. So it gives 6 hours, maybe 7, but lately, sometimes it's like you wake up after 4 hours and like, why am I awake right now? Like, this is the dumbest thing. Someone's like, oh, you gotta drink less caffeine. It's like, well, then how come I fell asleep at 1, slept until 4:30 perfectly, and then woke up, and then was like, like, Jesus. Old man syndrome. So Mo Patty, is this the one that you're saying is out for potential delivery today? Love and purple and 80s fat carbon some brands are using, says Megasaurus. That's great. Isn't it fun to find something that you like and it's like being used more or whatever, so it's like becomes an option that you're able to get in things. It's like knives come out. Oh, this lighting sucks. With the micro milling lines like that. Oh, I love this very, very much. It's so cool. And then it's like, okay, I see another knife that's got titanium groove line. It's just like, okay, yeah, I love this. Give me more of this. Or some people really digging like some of the camo carbons and just odd textures. Give me more textured titanium all day long. No, that's an upcoming pre-order. Okay, yeah, this is pre-order. So what are you getting now? What's up, Grayson? What are we getting now? Wow, that is sick. So we're looking at this voodoo doll. I'm not a fan of the it's like it's either too small or way too big. We were talking about this yesterday. I like that design quite a bit though. That is really cool. I am looking at this one here. We were also the Marshall Design Works Graviton. Wait. Here's the premium. Them Warney blades. Okay, this is the DLC. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Although I prefer that other one. Then they have the plain Jane black, and then this one, the Cryos. I really like this color wave. Brown Knives Cortex Mini. Did we look this up last night? I feel like this sounds familiar. I think we were talking about this last night. Oh, wow. That is classy looking. Dang. Is it the one you got look just like this? Oh, what? This blade shape. I'm telling you what. That's great. Finger choil, this texture on there. Oof. Trish has got some good taste. That is okay. Cortex Mini, $850. Titanium milling, style 1. Oh, there might be other styles. Hollow ground, magna cut. Inset lock. Show it to me. There it is. Ah, dude. I don't know if you can see that very good on the woof. Wow. I love it. I love it. I was just talking about that. Like, give me just a clean textured titanium blade with a cool shape. That's fantastic. Got the honeycomb pattern in purple. So you got number 59. Let me see if I can find that. That's amazing. No. Not seeing pics. It's all right. I think we were talking Cerakote last night too. What am I going to Cerakote and what? I'm not a fan of the splatter stuff though. And it seems that a lot of that Cerakote are like trying to show off like some of those like if you're gonna do it, you might as well do some of the things you can do with it rather than just make it just a plain old coating. Or would it be okay to just do a plain old coating? What's up, TC Blades? I have the Cortex XL, no ano, and it is gorgeous. Yeah, the Cortex, that is sick. Did you see his folder? I sent it to you on Instagram. Instagram? Oh, the video you sent yesterday? Why was I thinking something else? Yeah, I'll show it. I can show that right now. We can all watch it. What do you say? It's wild. But again, it's that splatter pattern. It's never really been my thing. I mean, that sounds stupid for this, but I think butterfly knives are dumb. Hopefully you agree. What's up, W? Well, I am a knife. We're going to backtrack a second here. I am a knife lover. W. Lubber? Did I say lubber? Flubber. Butterfly knives are, remember, the world is full of different people, and a lot of people like different things. Some people like little fidgety things like this. Some people want to have drivers that spin and have action. And we were just talking about the new Devo driver just came out, $300. You can buy a driver like this, which is really nice, for like $20. And I'm not denying the people, if you have the means and you like it, you want to buy that $300 bit driver, do it. You know what I mean? Go for it. What makes you happy inside? As long as you're taking care of everything, you know, pay your bills, do your stuff, take your fun, and have some with it. Butterfly knives, bottle songs. I have a couple of trainers. Some people really like fidgety things, like spinning things, like doing stuff like that. You can't really deny if someone else likes it, wants to mess around with it. And it is pretty interesting, the skills that people who are dedicated can come up with. So I have respect for that. It's not really my thing. I have a couple of them. People ask about it. I show those off. I don't really learn more tricks. I don't really do it too much. It's not for everyone, but I think it is cool in the knife world. It's just another one of those things that we can check out and enjoy. And if some people really get into it, I want to see what hours of work and love and dedication can do. I saw this kid had been all of, like, I don't know, 10 years old at a blade show, and he grabbed a live blade, sharp blade, and was spinning it around, doing this stuff through it. It was like, look at this kid. Like, he's going places. That's great for him, you know? Battle songs are rad, he says. Sitting in the parking lot about to get stitches. I just sliced my arm open with a Shuriga. Dude. TC. Oh, no. Well, if you're watching my live and commenting on it, it must not be, I mean, getting stitches is getting stitches, you know, and I'm not trying to deny that, but it sounds like you're not bleeding out too much, or you be getting blood all over your phone right now. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Dude, I cut the middle of my palm the other day, like, just dumb. Well, I'm glad it's not bad. I hope the stitches stitch up easy. You're in and out of there. I got the NAF's Grande bit driver coming. Right on, Gabe. I actually might get one of those. I saw the regular bit driver. Now they got the Grande one. It's just a chonker. What are those? Around $30. Looks pretty cool. You had scissors. Why would you go get scissors when you have a knife? 100%. 100%. We all do dumb shit. It happened so fast, it was so sharp, you didn't even hurt. Dude, been there. Cut the tip of my index finger off. You can see the little circle where I cut it off, and the new baby finger grew out of that space. It happened so fast. And it was with a scraper. I was removing a 3D printed part from the bed as a resin printer. And so with a resin printer, I need something for like a demonstration. We'll use, here, this will work. I'm sorry, this is backwards, Stacy. KDK and 4K. So resin printer prints upside down. So the bed goes down into the resin, prints a layer, goes up, down, up, and so then it prints the part upside down like this. And so then you take it out and then you remove the part from the bed. So the part was there on the bed like so, and I couldn't get it off, so I had to scrape it off. Well, there's a handle on this side, so I'm holding the handle. This hand's completely safe. I'm holding the scraper in this hand, so like scraper like so, and I'm going like this. And what happened so fast, it was like boom, 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 and it cut this finger holding the scraper in like a tenth of a second. It just was like it makes no sense how it physically even happened. So sometimes you got something sharp. It's crazy what can occur in such a short amount of time. You blink and I was like, why? What did I just do? I was about to go to bed. It was like 1 a.m, finishing a print. I'm like, well, now I'm bleeding out. Got cut with broken glass. Laid your arm wide open. Ugh. What's up, Paul? My sister, oh my God, had those, like aluminum foil. You know aluminum foil? It's got that metal across it, and you pull the foil out and across it, right? The large, if you ever been like at restaurants have aluminum foil, but it's not the aluminum foil, it's the aluminum foil, you know what I mean? The roll's like 2 feet wide, it's like this big around, it probably weighs 20 pounds. It was up on the thing, and she went to pull it down, and it fell off, and got her on the arm, and was like, and that metal, I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. It just was like zap, and then it was like, it was nasty. That was probably 20 some years ago. Our food wrap does that to you once a month. I actually had one time. I almost cut both these fingers off. The restaurant can openers at the big cans. So we had like the big cans of like sauce, like the gallon or whatever size that is. And so then you put the thing on it and you slam that down, you bring it down, and then you do the dance twist thing. Someone opened a can, the cardboard cans, like where you get like the dried onions, where the can isn't all, it's not all metal. The can is actually cardboard, but the top is a metal flat with a metal ring, right? Then what happened was one of the employees put it in there, went to open it up, and the lid came off, but then the ring, instead of the ring on the top of it, the ring broke and peeled up like this, and then this long metal ring was like jammed in the can opener, and it couldn't come out. So I'm sitting there trying to get it out, and I went like this and slipped, and it was like voop, voop, and just like stitches here, stitches here. I went to the sink right away. I was like holding my hand under the sink and literally almost like passed out because I was like losing blood, and I didn't realize how much I was losing, and I got like lightheaded. Basically went blind. Like, like when you're about to pass out and it starts going dark, like I couldn't see. It was like I was blind, and they were like, okay, we went, and it was like for about a minute, kind of wrapped up, walking to the car to go get stitches. I couldn't. It was like I still can't see. It was crazy. But I got scars on this finger and this finger from that. Oh, that was a long, long time ago too. I thought I was getting 3V Magnum Tonto today, but got the last office a little too late. You gotta wait till Monday. Doesn't that suck? The Big 10 cans. What knife do you recommend for a newbie? Ooh. God, there's so many options. What's everyone recommend for a newbie? Let me think on that for 1 second, Killer. Let me answer a couple of these questions. Where I swear I saw something. Mind of Melton. So no TKE again? He's been busy lately, huh? I hope everything's going well. How's knife life? It's good. It's good. I'm a little tired, but we're fine. So, God, first knife for somebody, what would be just a good, like, oh, you want to start off with a knife? Just grab one of these. I should have more answers for something like that. Because I almost want to say, like, you know, you could get like a pyrite, but I feel like sometimes someone who's hasn't had a knife before, the flicking hole isn't always as easy as like a flipper tab or like a thumb stud. Send cut. Bigger knife, get like a send cut Serene, flipper tab, button lock, thumb stud. You can flick out the thumb stud, thumb it out. These are around 50 bucks. You could get an Arc Blast, which is the same thing but a little bit smaller. Nice little choke up spot. Simple user. If you want to just whip it out with the button, you can. Flipper tab is an easy open. Thumb studs. So this gives you a little bit of variety and actually kind of see some of the different opening styles. The classic pyrite, CJRB pyrite, it does have the flicking hole, so some people takes a little bit longer to kind of figure that out. It's my favorite though. I prefer the hole over the stud all day long. Another button lock. These are also around that $50 price range. I should do a cell shade Cerakote. That might, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the cell shade. What's up, Brian Dixon? Am I way behind in the chat on here? Oh my God, it is. Wow, that's way, okay. Sorry. Is it still in live chat? Live chat. Oh, geez. Okay, it is all. Sometimes it like refreshes, like it's like, oh, I lost signal for a second, it refreshes, and then it just goes back to top chat. Isn't that something? This is just a classic pyrite alt. Good, solid, just user. Civivi Altus. Where are you? There. That would be a great starter knife too. Civivi Altus, not too big, button lock again, snappy. But some people are going to be like, why are you showing button locks? Someone who's new might like a button lock. And if they're not using knives too crazy, they're not going to be as worried about lockup and stuff like that. And I like button locks. Boom. Civivi Altus is a smaller. You can get different versions too. Nice wood, good jimps right there. Feels good in the hand. Simple. I really like this one too. The Tenable Anomaly. Poo button lock. I knew it right away. I was like, oh, why does this guy keep showing stupid button locks? And flipper tabs. Keep your flipper tab away from Paul and bite it off. Tenable Anomaly. These are probably all of $50. Got a nice simple flipper tab only, liner lock, easy to use. Boom. Flips out. Got that Tonto blade. Rysax likes a Tonto. Rysax, get one of these. Nice little user. Just a simple, no nonsense. Boom. New, I recommend a slip joint. Close it on your finger and learn that discipline. Paul always has consent. Yeah, I never said you didn't have consent. But you will buy that thing up. I still can't remember. Here's another one. This Migron is 30 bucks. D2 Migron. Simple. Clean. Nice cutter. Mind of Milton. Boom. Anybody else? What knives? You guys know all my knives. What's another good recommendation for a beginner? Kaiser Drop Bear. Do I have any Gonzo knives? I do not. Anyone have any recommendations for Gonzo? Moyarl. Boom. 100%. Moyarl is definitely a win. If I can find it. Ooh, and the carrots. Spend a little bit more. That's right there too, though. Kaiser Drop Bear, if you're looking for the best kind of crossbar action. Most Migron budgets are great. 100%. Yeah, I've got a couple of them. I can't remember. I think this is the Talisman. Nice flipper tab, flicks out. I've done a couple of these in customs. That one's also going to be customized. I don't remember the name of this Migron, but a nice simple $30 D2. Here is that staple Migron Moyarl. That one's great. $55 probably, $60, something like that. 14C G10 and a titanium clip. There's that flick and hole, but I like the flick and hole. Moyarl is awesome. Migron makes some great stuff. Carrix, whoa. Migron Carrix. I need to do a tip snip on this one, Paul. Wow. Although it doesn't stick out too much, but I think pop that bad boy off of there. Then I can drop it all the way down. Drop it down to the float. Migron Carrix, I don't know what these are going for right now. Probably that similar 60, 70 bucks. What's up, David Parker? Great shape on that. I love your collection, but I don't think I can get that here in the Philippines. I'm not sure what, anybody have any idea on thoughts on what are laws in Philippines, what's available, what they can get shipped out there? I know there's some companies that ship everywhere. I don't know. It's, so many different countries and different laws and rules that I don't know what the deal is in the Philippines. Although, what were those Filipino knives? What is the name of that? It's like a bigger... Someone had me looking those up. They were cool looking. For the size of which one? Okay, it's tough to go back. Loot has some wingspans available. Someone in a pass around, I got to check out a wingspan. They're pretty cool. He has great designs for sure. Got the GTK 6 today. Full tang. B Shady still has a black Moyarl sealed from a giveaway win years ago. How much is shipping to the Philippines? I mean, I don't know. I'll span your wing. Would you take these broken wings and learn to fly again? When we hear. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Be Shady dipping in the giveaway archives. How is it that you have it sitting there for years? You never opened it? Did you already have one? I have more stuff than I know what to do with. Since I started collecting, I only bought... Yeah, Ricex. Expansion, bro. I think it's time. I think it's time. Get on that Blade HQ like we were talking. Type in Tonto and check out 40 pages of stuff. And then let me know what you get. Okay, you have 3. Yeah. that makes more sense, Be Shady. If you have one, you've got one. So you don't necessarily need to open that other one unless you're gonna do a custom to it or something like that. So that makes sense. He's not ready for a life outside of cold steel. Patience. It's fresh. I mean, it's only been like a month. Didn't you say, Rice X? You've only been kind of picking these up for the last month or so. So it's still early. It's still fresh. Still kind of honeymoon phase. You fall in love with some things and it's like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. And then all of a sudden you see something new and you're like, ooh, that is also it. Yeah, you got a long way to go. It's a great road. You're going to have a blast. Even if you stick to something, you find something that you like and it works for you and it makes you happy, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Totally. Dude, I love dumb gas station junk. I have an entire shelf dedicated specifically to junky gas station $4 M-Tech Robo Leg. You know, this one here from Grateful. Where's Grateful this morning? Sleeping in? I mean, what kind of a gas station knife collection doesn't have a gas pump knife? I could leave it open like that. Oh, you see that? We spun the old four banger. The old four bang. Joke. Combat W knives. I'll take a knife from the 1700s. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I'm into it. Been thinking of getting some Demco, but they're not really combat. Ricex, there's so many knives. You rang. There's so many knives out there that have nothing to do with combat. There you go. My guy over here looking under every rock for the hidden gem. Dude. Yes. 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 Grateful. My man. What's up, buddy? We're doing it this morning. I'm on lack of sleep and we're having some fun. Grateful. You better God, all these nice knives. There's so many things I want to buy. Okay, I'm trying to stash money away to buy some equipment. We're looking at some equipment and the belt grinders and furnace stove, what the hell, my kiln. I want these things. And in order for me to get these things, I have to not buy as many knives. So that's the goal. And then Patty goes and shows me like, oh, dude, look at this voodoo doll coming out for $400. Like, I love it. Unless I'm a squirrel and miss like I did. What did you miss? Oh, I won so much at the beginning of 2019, 2020 giveaways I don't even do it for myself. Kenman, would you be interested in a programmable lathe? Is it for metal? And I mean, yeah. Do I have the money for it? I have a wood lathe right now. It's not a great one, but I can turn some cool little bowls and tops and trinkets and stuff like that. But having one to make some parts would be cool. Although that's kind of down on the list if it's like I need to get a good like 2x72-ish type grinder. I need to get a new bandsaw. Probably gonna need a kiln. I want to learn heat treat. I mean, as we were talking yesterday, you can send it off to get heat treated, but it's like if you're gonna start doing it, you might as well start learning how to do it. Yeah, anybody know how much it costs to ship to the Philippines? So what, Joe, you got one lying around or something? What's up, whittling monkey? Kevin Smith and us. What the hell? J1 Doobie. So B Shady won like 15 giveaways in a couple of months, and then it just kept going. Fook Doozle had a similar experience. What's up, Kevin Smith and Nose? So, I mean, isn't that something? Like, you don't win, you don't win. Like, Fred the Log didn't win a single ever. No, never a giveaway in like years and years, and that was kind of his thing. And then I think all of a sudden, what was it like this year sometime? Like, he won. But you go into things and, oh, dude, B Shady won everything. Now every time it's a DSKFS, I honestly don't even do them anymore. I mean, I'll have giveaways on the channel here and there, but I don't enter really. I mean, I enter the MC giveaway, but I mean, come on. But a lot of like the weekly Monday giveaways for like Rob or KC, the ones like that. It's like I won from KC. I won one from Tri-State. So I have won a few giveaways here and there, but more and more it's like maybe I should do something nice and then pick someone. But I kind of like I just don't enter and then enjoy it when the person who does win is someone that I know. I think that's cool. But yeah, definitely. I think everyone should enter most of the time. I just as where I'm at in creation and in the channel and stuff, and I've definitely won a few, and I feel privileged for that. But a lot of times, yeah, I'm like, I want to see somebody win. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I'm at, which is fine. I love watching. It's cool when it's like, oh, someone's super excited about it, and it's like, oh, that's great. It's fun. I wish I could do more giveaways. It's expensive. Won so many. Yeah, you might as well. If you've got things too, I'm down for it. Share the wealth if you can. I try to do the same thing here. Sending this one to Stacy because she's just a sweetheart. And Stacy made me this. I've got to turn this around. Hold on. I'm not going to show you that backwards. You've got to see it in its real glory. I got a care package from Stacy just the other day, and she made me this. So it's actual metal. She gave me this nice, cute note on the back. Very wonderful, personable, amazing human being. And so she made this for me for some lives and stuff. There's my Instagram, KDK and 4K. Stay sharp. Nice metal, though. That's just cool stuff. Community's fantastic. People are great. What is the best flavor ramen, in my opinion? Ooh. Yeah. The thing is with ramen, I'm a huge ramen doctor. So you can give me any of them. The chicken one probably would be the most common. So you get the chicken one, but then you doctor that up. You're going to be putting some onion, some pepper, some spicy, some hot pepper, some type of meat, egg. And then I always finish with egg. The Oriental flavor one is good. That used to be maybe my go-to back in the day. Did Bluminati make my logo? Yes. About 2 years ago now. Isn't that something? Yeah, he does a good job on that. He had made some others, and I talked to him a little bit, and I was like, bro, make me one. And he was like, oh, yeah, sure, sure. And then I gave him some money. I was like, dude, I want to pay you for your work, do this, And so I threw him some bucks, and then he made a couple, and I was like, dude, this is great. I appreciate you. Did a good job. I love my little weird murder squirrel. Haven't had ramen in decades. I haven't had it in a while. It used to be my go-to, like I used to when I was working more like weddings and restaurants and stuff. Um, I didn't work in the mornings, and so I never really had an alarm. I'm usually working evenings, weekends, nights for like weddings and stuff, and it makes sense. So I didn't have an alarm, and so I wouldn't have to work in the daytime. So it's like I get up whenever, kind of chill around the house, make some coffee, make some breakfast. And so when I was doing that, I was making more breakfast. Now that I work in the morning, I don't really make breakfast. I'll make something for a snack after working for like a couple hours or something like that, and like a first break. But I don't really make that breakfast anymore like I did when I was at home. But when I was at home, that was kind of a go-to because I like eggs. Haven't had ramen in 25 years. Nap time already, Paul. How long have you been up? So I would make ramen like every morning for breakfast, but it would be the ramen would be the minimum thing that's in there. It's like the ramen and the packet, sure. But I was also I grow hot peppers. I like spicy, so I would definitely have some peppers in there, some onion in there, maybe some bacon in there, or sausage, hamburger, or something like that, and then egg. So then when you're almost done, crack an egg or two directly into it, stir it up, eat it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Ramen noodles, the reason that so many college students failed. It's so bad for you. Is that a fact? I don't know. My ex, she ate a lot of ramen and she graduated with like summa cum laude. And I mean, we're not together. It doesn't, but she would got drunk one night and she took a ramen packet, put it in a Tupperware container, microwaved it, forgot to put it in the water, and ruined the microwave. Yeah, you can't put dry ramen noodles into a container with no water for 5 minutes in the microwave. Or I mean, you can. She did. The microwave did not survive. What happens when a package just sits at the distribution center? I've never had this happen before. Oh, grateful. Um, I've had it happen where like it gets to Minneapolis and it's like it got to Minneapolis on Monday and it says, oh, delivery on Thursday. And it's like, well, but you're in Minneapolis. You could be out for delivery tomorrow. And it still doesn't get delivered till Thursday. So I don't know why it sits there and what they do, but if yours was already supposed to be delivered, but it's still sitting there, that sucks. Because it just makes you think and wonder and like, where is it? I want it. Why is it sitting there? Can I go there and physically say, hey, may I have my package, please? I'm sorry, Dong. I hope it pops the delivery and you get it. Donnie needs new tires for the bike. Well, you got up at 5, rode 12 miles, do a little bike ride every Saturday. We used to do bike rides, me and buds. That was fun. Kind of fell out of it, but they are fun. Off-season training. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of the bike. It's going to be winter soon. We'll probably do it for another few weeks. Is TK okay? Says Kane. I've asked the same question. I haven't really heard from him. He hasn't done any lives for like a month. We all wish him well and love him and hope he's doing all right. He did post a video, but he hasn't really been posting videos either. But he was in the pass around. He got a pass around from Fred. I actually have the pass run right now. I'm about to send it off. But he got those and did the review on that and then sent them to me. So he's done a few things, but he hasn't done much. But I'm hoping he's doing all right. After 5 to 7 days, you can call and begin a package inquiry, and they'll locate it, says LCAP Addicts. So hopefully it doesn't get to that. TKE doesn't like us anymore. Hopefully he's just busy, you know, which I get. Life is life, and it gets busy. It's stressful. Maintaining sanity and happiness sometimes is not the easiest thing. Hit up the supervisor at the post office and say, yo, do you know who I am? I'm the Grateful Dawn. It's an hour away? Sometimes my package goes a whole state over. It's insane. When my carving tool package got stuck in Minneapolis, was actually still in Kentucky. Where are you located, Whittling Monkeys? I'm in Minneapolis. And you did ask if I have any carving tools. I mean, where I do have a lefty, where's that? I just rearranged, and so I'm still familiarizing. This one's great for just getting in and just doing some carving. Where's that other one? Where is that other one? I'm very disorganized. Yeah, having to drive an hour over there, grateful, that's not. Yeah, I am in Minnesota. Woodland Monkeys. Yeah, that's one of my Kiridashis. I have another one. I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's over here. This one's fun too. But yeah, I'm in the Minneapolis area. Are you also near me, bro? Wisconsin? Cool. I know a couple other guys over in Wisconsin, Brian and Laid Off Pete. All right. Right side. They're fun. Wait, it's this way. Cut side. Cut side. Couple of Kiridashis. I actually have this skinny tiny one that I found once I thought was kind of cool because it was copper, or wait, no, brass. It's brass, and I shipwrecked it. What do you think of the shipwreck? Ew. Ew. Got some corrosion. We're going to have to fix that up. Fun little one, though. Not expensive, and it was basically, I bought it because it was in the copper sheath, and I wanted to do the shipwreck to it. Because I thought that would be fun, because it is. Little Monkey's a fan of slip joints. Turtle Lake, Wisconsin. Right on. Right on. Slip joints, this is my new favorite. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is my new favorite slip joint right now, Whittling Monkeys. This is the C. Reisner Cutlery Kentucky Holler Jack. Got integral steel from the top through to the bottom on the bolsters. Orange bone, Halloween edition, 154 cm on the blade. Nice jimps. Great half stop. Easy pinch out. Love. Yeah, little monkeys. Keep it in mind if you're hanging out once in a while, or we talk about stuff. We try to do some get-togethers here and there. We did meet up at like the Badger Knife Show in Wisconsin last year. We try to, when there's events and stuff, we try to meet up. If you ever hear anything in the area, let us know. We'll try to drive. Modify this for carving. How would you modify this? I'm interested. Shipwrecking is what got you on the channel in the first place. It's fun. It's fun. Have you tried it? Love this slip joint, though. This has literally been in my pocket every day. I got a slip from Terry, 1931 Leatherworks. I'm going to order another one from him soon. Actually, maybe today. They're great. That is just an awesome slip joint, though. I absolutely love it. Oh. This is another one, the Elk River Easy Open Jack from Rosecraft. This one's another one of my favorites. Very similar design. A little bit thinner, but very cool. But my other one, my kind of favorite, this one here, another Rosecraft. D2 steel. Got the Stag. Stinking Creek sow belly. Tell me that's not sweet. There's a knife show in Wisconsin. You never knew that. Yeah, it's called the Badger Knife Show. It actually has already happened, so it won't be till next year. But if you look up Badger, and it's basically just mostly locals and people from the Midwest. There's also the Midwest Knife Makers Guild show that's in Minneapolis area. It's like in Bloomington on the south end. That's another one that's mostly makers. So it's like guys that are making, or guys, girls, making fixed blades, kitchen knives, custom folders, stuff like that. You like the thinner ones? Something about a chunk, though. This right here, oof. Oh, I like it. But yeah, if you like the thinner ones, this one, the Elk River Easy Open Jack is thin. Very thin, slicey, good size, good user. I love this little notch for locking in. Recently got a knife from TPK. Reds colorway, front flipper, haven't checked out before. Got a leather slip to match. Dude, the TPK traditional pocket knives, C. Reisner cutlery, the designs that they're coming out with are cool. Very cool. Very well made. The craftsmanship is fantastic. Solid blades, no lockup, excellent walk and talk. Very impressed. I definitely would be looking for more. Is that where it comes from, Grateful? Could be. I have a chunky titanium TPK ORJ. What is that? What's up, Aries? Got another knife maker in the house here. If you guys haven't checked out Aries, I'm sure pretty much most of everyone in here has. But there might be a couple of you. Go check out Aries' channel. He's got some beautiful design fixed blades. Very cool stuff. What are you getting into this weekend, bud? Working on some stuff? He's always got some great videos of him doing some sanding or working on a handle or shaping some blades and stuff. Cool stuff. Jealous. I'm working on it, Aries. I want to start making stuff. I'm not saying I'm getting to where you are, but I would love to have some stuff in-house and be able to start making some stuff for myself. And if they're worth anything, I'll give them to a couple people. But I am definitely an artist creator that likes to just work on stuff. I really got into this because of that customization, taking my knife love and my art love and kind of slapping them together. In the middle of two 8-inch fixed blades and some smaller stuff as well. Okay, Gabe, Daedalus Knife Co. Lab. Huh. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. My mouse is pissed. Keep running out of space for the mouse on the table. All right. The Daedalus Knife Co. Lab. .154 cm, I see. Wow. Oh, look at the fat butt on there. Yeah. I don't like it when it gets real skinny on the end. The Lab is a clean knife. I have one here for my 4K giveaway. Nice. Nice. I love the diamond texture on there. That looks great. So is that aluminum handle? Or is it, how much is this? 154 cm, it says. $70. Ooh, the orange. I like me some orange. That's cool. That is cool. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'll give you this right here. Whoa. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Daedalus Knife Co. Lab. I like it. I like it. That's a fun little design. Orange anodized aluminum, hence the color. Long pull. See, sometimes that's not, they don't say that correctly. Does this have a half stop then? Because right here it says, where did it say? It says long pull. So is there no half stop on that? And what's everyone think about that? Bummalicious. On sale for Veterans Day. Oh yeah, they're still on sale. That sale's still going on. If you're real quiet. I have good aim. Right into the water. That's hilarious. You can always do drive-through carry, and you're always at Culver's. Of course you're in Minnesota. I don't like spending time traveling for my lunch. If you only have a short kind of time for lunch, I don't want to drive 10 minutes away to get lunch and then 10 minutes to get back. Then you have to basically eat it on the way. Think of it as a standard liner lock. So it basically, yeah, but not standard liner locks. Yeah. So it's like a Sodbuster Junior, where there is no half stop. It just opens. It's just a long pull like that. I gotta be honest. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. It's fine. It's okay. I have knives like that in my collection. But, you know, here's the collapse. Here is the Case Muskrat, same deal. Just a long pull. Boom. Boom. Right? It's a front flipper. Wait. It's a flipper? No, it's a slip joint. You flick this out? You can't flick that out. Can you? Now I'm confused. Because to me, it should have a half stop. Why wouldn't you design it to go bow, bow? I like this. So that's not a slip joint, it's a flicker. Is that a liner lock? I'm not even, okay. This isn't a slip joint then. See, we were talking about this and I was deceived. I was deceived. I thought this was a slip joint. It is not a slip joint. And I don't not like it. I do like it. I almost want it more now, to be honest. I almost want it more. But it wouldn't matter if it obviously it's not going to have a half stop. But why does it say long pull? If it's a flipper, it should say top flipper, front flipper. But it has a pull. It says long pull. That's weird. My CJRB Pyrite has a long pull. Right? Right? The new Mach 71, it has a long pull. Why would we even label it long? I mean, is he gonna have it say long pull? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why would that even be in there? Okay, Boker Modern Barlow. What is this one that Laid Off Pete sent me? Real Steel? The Real Steel slip joint. And it has a half stop, but it's not at half. It's like a 3/4 stop. Would that be called correct? 3/4 stop? Pow. Kind of a fun little design, though. Definitely modern design. Okay. Boker. Modern. Barlow. $81 coming December. Front flipper. Top flipper? Or is that the back? Wait a minute. It's going to go around this way. Right? Yeah, it's going to go whoop-a-chow. So that would technically be a front flipper. Right? Huh. I kind of dig that. What's the blade steel? Nitro V. Micarta though with the bolster. I like that. I like that look. If you want to add a goofy knife to your collection, look up Flex Out or Flex Cut. Is it going to come up if I just type Flex Cut? I feel like I'm going to need more than that. Feel like I'm going to need more than that. Where is that? It does. This reminds me. This Boker here reminds me. It's different, but this is the Apta lighting. So the Apta's got the micarta with that bolster and the slip joint. Kind of a similar thing, but this isn't a slip joint. This is a top front flipper. Only 5.79. It's small too. It's small. Well, we're about to find out. Mm-hmm. So they're all wood carving knives. I've actually I've seen these before. I bought some knives similar to this for my brother-in-law for like a spoon kit, kind of one of these type of kits for making some spoons. Yeah, those are cool. Especially if you're getting into some serious whittling. If you're carving some stuff. They're great, and they're expensive, which means, I mean, they're made in the USA. They're probably super high quality. I haven't actually used that particular brand, but I do like them. I have some old school knives for carving and stuff that are literally 50 years old that are this exact shape. Like, it's that exact same design, and I don't even know where they're from or what, but they are exactly that design, and I use them. They're nice, but they're old, and I've had them for a while, and they take an edge and they work pretty good. And I like it's that big comfortable handle. It's like when you're holding on to that, I have large hands, but especially for like carving and stuff like that, if you are doing work all day, you want that ergonomically comfort in your hand. What am I going to carry today? Grateful. What should I carry today? I do like the way that one, that Boker Plus looks Grateful. Are you thinking about getting that? So it's not going to be here till December. No pre-order. It just looks like you just have to just wait and order it. I'm going to pin that. SMKW has those Bokers on their website in stock. Says it's not available until December 13th. Maybe they have another version. I just typed it in, SMKW. Wow. There's one at SMKW, but that is significantly different. $386. It's kind of neat. What? It won't. What? Boo. Boo. Come on. Search. 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 Ugh. This one's almost it. Very similar. This has got to be the one you're talking about. This is literally almost the same. All right, let's do a little comparison. So boom, camera 1, camera 2. All right, so we've got that one. Look at that clip point, a little bit more pronounced on the clip. Yeah, maybe not, actually. I'm noticing the flipper. See the flipper, how square it is? Right? And then this one, the flipper is definitely a little more rounded over. So they're almost the same. Boker Plus Modern Barlow. Boker Plus Modern Barlow. BO932. BO932. Oh, they have the same item code number. Actually, this one's BKOB1. This must just be the newest version with that more squared flipper. Because it says not available right here. December 13th, 2025. So that must just be the 2025 version of this. Oh, it looks cool. Is this one also only 5? Yeah, they're basically the same. Looks like the front flipper is the one thing that's a little bit different. That's expensive. $80. Yeah. $81 for Nitro V micarta. What is this made out of? What's the bolster made out of? Is it titanium? Titanium coated bolsters. Titanium coated bolsters. What does that mean, folks? We're back. We're back. I got the boot. I got the boot. Now I need to switch back to live chat. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Add a Q&A sticker. All messages. I don't want to add a Q&A sticker. All right. See you later, Ken. Have a great rest of your day. Right on, Whittle and Monkeys. Badger Knife Show. We'll see you there next year for sure. And if you go to Blade Show, let me know. So grateful you have the older version of that. Blade HQ has the new flipper style online already. But Boker, it's not available till December. Boker was weird at Blade Show. They had like a booth, 20, like the double wide booth, case full of knives, all their new models, nothing for sale. Nothing. Not out of stock, because like some of those places literally fill out their shelves, like Microtex and stuff, they fill it out, and then within an hour or two of Blade Show starting, they've run out. They've sold them all. And so you're looking at empty cases because they literally sell them all. They don't keep one to show. They'll sell it, which is fine. But they will sell out all their stuff. It's so popular that it's gone. That wasn't the case with Boker. Boker doesn't even bring anything to sell. I don't understand. If anybody can put some insight on there. But like they thought you were stealing a knife. Hey, get back here. Were they selling any in Atlanta? I don't think they were, but like in Texas, I wanted to buy. I was like, all right, I'm going to buy this one. And he was like, we don't have anything. We're not selling anything. What? I'm trying to give you money for this knife. Can't be 100% sure. Oh yeah. Well, we got time. It's a few months out. It's a few months out. Grateful. What knife did they think you were stealing? And how far away did you get? I'm curious if Zach's still around. If he did some stuff, because he was there. If you watch my day 2 live stream, I might have taken a clip of that. But we were I was during the live, I was walking through the Boker display, and then I turned and it was like, Zach, oh, what's up? How's it going? And so I don't know, it wasn't really like an interview, but I chatted with him on the live for maybe a minute. I don't know, 2 minutes. And nice guy, real nice guy. Like what he's doing. I like his attitude towards life. Make some good content. But he was doing some stuff to help out or, work with the new promotions or like ad campaigns or I don't know what. He's doing some stuff with some designs and some things with Boker. So he was there in Atlanta. But grateful. Were they even selling any knives in Atlanta either? Like, it's weird how they're the one company I noticed is like they set up their display, but they're not selling stuff. Not sure. Recently in contact with them because Civivi Halloween giveaway. Yeah, I don't think they were selling anything. It was a nice display. Him and his, Zach and his bro or whatever built it. Looked really cool. But why? You're drumming up business. People know. All I know is if you haven't been to a Blade Show, it's a buyer's mentality. It's a market. You're there and it's like you're walking around and ready to buy. Like companies have stuff that is good and they have it on their table. There are many, many people that are going to walk up, look at it, pick it up. How much? I'll take it. And ready to just hand you cash. Right? It's like that's the environment. Everybody's there looking for the new stuff. If it's available, I want to buy it. Check out those prototypes they're not for sale, but you check them out and you're like, ooh, yeah, this is going to be fun. The Numb Cornerstone. I met Nick when we were there. Great guy. Look forward to seeing you again, bud. Really loving this. The Numb Cornerstone with the pinch lock. Very happy with it. Solid. 2 detent balls. The 2 buttons. If you push one button, it doesn't work. You push the other button, it doesn't work. You have to push both. I'm definitely really enjoying it. The design. Forget the new lock. Just the open feel. Right here. This spot here, the forward choil is large. I like a large forward choil. Nice jimps. You got the harpoon spot for your thumb to sit. Then you got more jimps up there. Index finger, pinch grab, nice cut. Fully ambidextrous lefty or righty. It's like, okay, yes. I didn't know some people get upset if you don't ask. That's another thing, which I agree with, because there are some things where you're like, okay, that's $1,000 knife. That's a $1,500 knife right there. If I'm not in the market to buy it, and I know I'm not planning on buying it, and it's right there, and it's $1,200, it's like, you don't want to pick that up and like drop it or something, you know? And so I'm already in the mindset of like, to me, like I'm seeing some beautiful things walking around. I already am in the mindset where I see it, and if I do want to pick it up, generally I'll look at it and I'll look at them and be like, may I? You know? To me, that's just standard practice. Sure, when you go to Civivi and they've got a huge row and it's all their line and it's their budget knives all the way out to their premiums and stuff, it's all kind of there. Like, yeah, you can kind of go out there and be like, ooh, what's this one? Kind of pick it up and not really think about it. But when you're walking by a table and they only have like 8, and you can see it's like 600, 900, 1200, 1200, you know, like instant. But there's also, there's the kids that are there that are not supervised properly. I know some people that were there with their kids, and their kids were just like me, where it was like they would look, but they wouldn't touch because they were told by their parents, they're raising them saying, hey, you know, be respectful. Don't pick things up unless you're allowed to. Don't go touching everything, because especially if you're a young kid, you don't know the difference between, you know, the price difference between a Numb knife and a budget NAFS. You know what I mean? And so it depends on the maker. And I can get that. You know, if they've got expensive knives, I spent 50 hours working on this knife. I don't want any kid with their grubby peanut butter hands to just come over and just pick it up. You know? But that's also common sense, where I shouldn't have to say anything for that to just be the knowledge that everyone kind of lives by. But there's a lot of folks out there that don't, you know, they kind of just let the kids do whatever, and that's kind of sketchy, because there are some things, you know, it's like, oh, well, this knife is $4,000, you know, like, I don't even want to pick it up. I don't even want to hold it, let alone if it was something I had for sale. You know, you got it. Here it is. This has a value. Someone will buy it at some point. The more people that touch it, it's like, dude, it is literally right now. It's perfect. It's perfect. I've created it and it's ready to be sold. If someone damages it, it's no longer perfect. And now that $4,000 item, someone will be like, well, this has got this, you know, I maybe would have bought it, but now I don't even want it because of this. There's a difference, you know, it's kind of one of those things. But most of the people are respectful. Most of the people are pretty cool with everything. But there's definitely a few tables where you look and you almost, if you're like me, you know, like right away, you look and you're like, wow, that's really nice. And you've now already established that. And most of the time, those tables, those folks are going to be attentive enough to be like, oh, hey, how you doing? And be like, you make some beautiful things. And they're like, thank you. And you're like, may I? And they're like, yeah, please, you know. So it's all in your approach. What's up, Arna? How you doing this morning? late to the show. Had to take pictures of the car, smashed up yesterday. How is it? Not totaled out or anything? Is insurance are you gonna be all right? Pay the deductible and something we discussed in TCAL's live once. I think it's just everyone needs to have common sense, be respectful, and then if you have children, raise your children to have common sense and be respectful. Is that Jason in the background? Where? Yes, it is. Up there, over there, over there. I mean, we got a lament configuration too. If we need to summon somebody else, we certainly could. I'm actually process right now. For the Magna Sluts, don't look behind you. I've had mannequins and dummy heads and stuff because I used to make armor a lot, make costumes, masks, things. I had them a lot. And when I was doing heavy armor, I made a full size like mannequin that's shaped like me. You want that story? Car is not drivable. Front end is in the front seat. Oh, well, I'm glad you're okay, bud. But I once made a mannequin out of myself. Wait, sure. So the trick is, if you want to make a budget mannequin, and let's say you're building armor, you're building something, costume for yourself, you want a mannequin that is your size. Your hair is beautiful. Oh. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So what you do is you get yourself an old pair of jeans, an old long sleeve shirt, right? And then a roll of duct tape. And you duct tape your entire body, all around your arms, your legs, everything, right? Then you take and you cut the back down and you climb out of it, right? A Dan mannequin. I have it. It's actually in storage right now. I should go get it. But I'm getting to the story where I'm going with this. So then you climb out of it, okay? Then you tape it back up, right? And then fill it with expanding foam. So then what happens is you go down into the feet and fill the whole thing up. It's all taped off. Now you have basically a carbon copy of your body shape in a big foam cutout. Then you can start building a costume over it, and you know it fits. If it fits that, it fits you because it's the same size. Make sense? You ever make a Freddy costume? Long ago, I do have a Freddy glove. It's not an expensive one. It's got plastic blades. I should have that here hanging on the wall. I need to go to storage and get that. Let me make a note. I haven't been to storage in a few months. I don't have that sweater anymore. I do have the mask. And I don't know if I still have the hat. But a Daniquilin. What's up, musky face? So then I got this mannequin. I was making armor on it and stuff. So I was making like Boba Fett armor at the time. So I had like basically a Mandalorian costume. And the thing is a mannequin that is the shape of a actual human, full size, right? You put it in the corner in a room somewhere, and 6 months later, your brain will still see a human. So it's standing there, you know it's there. You come home every day, you know it's there. But you walk and you turn and you see it and you're like, Jesus Christ. It just gets you almost every time. You're like, oh, who's standing there? Like, I know nobody's standing there. And so then we'd put it in different rooms. You know, somebody comes over and they're like, Jesus, what is that? You know, like, it's fun. Burkles. Good morning, Cerakote Master. So the mannequin's cool. I'm used to like doing that, but I've got half of a, if you look out the hallway, see down there? There's a Jason wearing a t-shirt and a hunting. You guys see that? So I got a half full Jason over there with a Jason face and a mask over it. And then of course I got my winter hat on him because it looks cool. But that's in the living room. So you can look at that every day in my living room. Can I do any tricks? I don't do too many tricks. I cut things. I like to cut things. I can do a couple tricks. Ooh, ting. Ting. There you go. Tricks. I got my old one I can do. Oh, there it is. After this rearrange, I don't remember where stuff is. I still gotta look. Cold steel triple action. I've done tricks. Isn't this one great? Unfortunately not available anymore. You'd have to find someone who's willing to sell it. Cold steel triple action. I think I got that one in like 2008, 2007 or 8. So they do not make that one anymore. It is double edged, sharp on both sides. It's fun. Similar to like a Balasang butterfly knife, but definitely different. Generally, I do like fidgety knives though. So when there's a fidget factor, like I was showing this Sandcut Serene, boom, boom. Fred's back. Whoop, missed. I like action like that. Definitely loving the new Cornerstone. As far as an open feel for use, this thing is perfect. I don't know. Thumb out and the front flipper works so good. Texture titanium, give me all day. Fully lefty. Like this is a lefty knife. It's like a straight up lefty knife, but it's also a straight up righty knife. Put that clip on the other side, and since the buttons are on both sides, it's literally 100% the same lefty righty. And that front flipper, oops, boom. Great design, great design. I dig it. Holy cow, pulling up on 2 hours already. I'm not used to this. Actually, it has been a month though since TKE has done it live. Usually we go till 9:30. TKE starts at about, well, we go to 9:37, 9:38. Let's be real. That's about when TKE will start, is 9:30. Love you, bro. We miss you. And then we just say, all right, let's all go over and see what TKE's up to today. But he's been busy or whatever he's got going on with life. Hope it's well. Ooh, what is that? Swirl. Swirl. The muck. I had the page up that Grateful Dong had us looking at the Boker. Look at this. That's a fun little fixed blade. Kind of reminds me of the AZ USA smallmouth. Kind of a smaller version of the smallmouth. They're actually making a largemouth that's coming out soon. What do we got here? Boker plus muck. 14C28N and micarta. That's micarta. It looks like wood. Brown micarta. Yes, please. I like these little stubby little fixed blades. Oh, are you live 24/7? I learned it by watching you, all right? No, no, more like 7:24. Wait. Saturday mornings, Casey, I've been doing a pretty consistent 8 a.m. Saturday morning up until TKE starts, but he hasn't been starting. And then obviously my normal Thursday night, which is my big live. But then the verticals I've been doing, like I usually don't do one on Sunday. I usually don't do one on Wednesday, but I'll do one at like 4 o'clock on like Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So yeah, I mean, and you guys know Casey, that Knives Fast channel. I think you pull a live or two like every day. I would bet. Anyone agree with me there in the chat? Casey does a live almost every day, doesn't he? Good for you. Good for you, bud. Positive, fun vibes here this morning. What are you getting into today? Totally busting me. I love it. This guy. Casey does some great stuff. I was showing, you need to, in your description, you need to add, this is a long pull. Looking at a knife, I thought it was a slip joint because in the description it says long pull. You know, well, to me, half stop, right? That's what you would call that. And you would call this a long pull, right? No half stop. But this has a front flipper and a hole and a flicking. You wouldn't say this is a long pull, would you? But apparently, in some cases, we could say, oh, it's a long pull. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I thought it was a slip joint. Like, why would you say it's a long pull? Get yourself a Kubi microburst fixed blade and do yourself a favor. You heard it here first, kids. You heard it here first. So we were looking at these Bokers. Look at this bad boy. KC generally does some jimps in the style I like. Right here, that is a moneymaker spot. You tell me, oh, I mean, there's just the jimps here. We're going to add these two. That just makes Kenman happy. I've never seen this little one before. I kind of dig that. The Muck. Boker Plus. We're looking at 14C, 28N, and micarta. Simple design, kind of smaller. It kind of reminds me of that AZ USA. Whoops, I went one too far. Pacific University. Don't do this to me. It was there. Are you kidding me right now? Space. Searches are just destructive right now. Knew exactly what I wanted. Home. Oh, not home. Shop. It's right there. Smallmouth. Definitely different. Not available. But tell me that's not a cool shade. I like it. I like it. But now they are coming out with the largemouth. And you're like, oh, it's just going to be a bigger version. Oh, they don't have a picture. No picture. I know where. I can find one. Hold on. Give me a second. So that is the largemouth. Definitely different. Are you talking about the microburst still? Oh, you're talking about this. He's going to send you one? Nice. Yeah, that's a cool looking blade. But when I saw largemouth compared to the smallmouth, I guess I just was under the, I want that too. I was just under the guess that it was going to be similar to this. Not that it's a bad knife. It's just different. It's huge. 4-inch Van X blade on that bad boy. Wow. Yeah, there you see it next to the smallmouth. It's a hog. That's cool. I look forward to watching your review. I did do the pre-order on this, so I'll be getting the Eldorado and the Cochise or whatever in the next couple of weeks. It says here should be shipping fairly soon, so I'm pretty excited for that one. I think that's super cool. So that's one that's on the way. Ah, these Voodoo. I like this one. Yeah, KC, you want to give me a Christmas present? Here you go. You can just grab one of these, send it on my way. Thanks, Easter Bunny. That is choice. I dig it. Scale down from 3.6 to 3.2. So it's not that much smaller. Overall length 7.3. So from the standard Voodoo, this is the Voodoo doll, a little smaller, from 3.6 to 3.2. So just a little bit shorter. But I do want to get one of these. This one's another pre-order. I think we have until the end of the month. Deadline is Friday, November 28th. Promotional pre-order. Production will take approximately 60 days. I think that is super cool. And I want one. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. We were talking, Hate Nate doesn't like the pre-orders. I'm not a huge fan, but you know, when it's something that you want, I wanted that Strix. And it's, you know, well, that's a 6-month pre-order. You want one? I do. If you don't do the pre-order, will you be able to get one later? Maybe. But you're still going to be waiting until after the pre-order people get them. So it's going to be more than 6 months and you're not guaranteed to get one. So it's kind of a, well, I guess I'll probably pre-order that then. Plus I got the Lefty. Sometimes you see a knife that just is gorgeous that you love. You go for it. You go for it. Anybody else got some pre-orders right now? I got a couple Kickstarters that I backed. Anybody else backed the Kickstarter for the Feldspar top liner lock? Standard Feldspar right here. But right now, if you go on Kickstarter, CJRB Feldspar, there is a top liner lock on that Kickstarter. They have a contoured one that looks just like this with the contouring, except for it's titanium with the top liner. And then they have one that's in copper. And then they have one that's in that titanium Damascus. Is that what it's called? Timania Damascus. Something like that. What is that? Oh, the Tuya Voodoo. Voodoo, the you do, the voodoo. Boom. Grateful Dong and the whale belly. Dude, that Tuya looks sick. I like how these sit next to each other. It's not the same line, but they do complement each other in some way. Grateful always seems to have a really good grasp on picking a combo for the day, what's going to be carried. Big holes, dude. They just, the holes are not the same shape. The blade's not the same shape, but this somehow complements they just look fantastic next to each other. And Grateful always does a good job with a combo for the day. What am I going to carry today? I don't know. Grateful asked a little bit ago. Feldspar is a cool knife, though. I dig it. I was excited about it when I saw a couple people in some pass-arounds or whatever got one. I better turn that down. Once the texts start rolling with the group chat, what's everyone doing on a Saturday? It's like, oof. It's going to get wild. Always like that Feldspar, though. This is all of like a $35 knife, something like that. ARR PM9 G10. I did the die on this. This is one of my first dies way back. Just a good knife. Clean. Solid user. And now we got top liner versions on the way. Digging my top liner lock version Fenrir's from Tenable. If you saw MC's live, or not live, MC's video on these, they sent him 4 of them. Here's that top liner lock action. And 2 of them that he had failed wine spacks. Two of his 4 failed spine whack tests in a way that he thought was not acceptable. I have done a couple of them, or I did some pretty strong spine whacks on the live, enough that I don't need to do it again. Maybe I'll grab that little short and post it, or maybe I'll make a short on that. Maybe I should make a note. I make notes and then don't look at them. But long story short, I have 2 of them that I bought. I bought one. I thought it was great. I decided to get another one so I can use one for a giveaway. Pet peeve. I was just at the recycling center where, of course, I cut down my boxes. So Fenrir, Tenable Fenrir. I have 2 of them here with the top liner lock. I did a spine whack on both of them, pretty solid, and neither of them failed. So I'm happy with this. I think they're cool. I'm not a big spine whack tester anyway. But the Fenrir is an amazing design. It's super cool. So one of these will be for a giveaway coming up soon. And then the other one I'm keeping for myself. I will gladly take either of these. I originally bought this one with the aluminum and the red. It attracted me the most visually. But then I decided when I was ordering another one, instead of ordering the same one, it's like, I'll order a different one. See what happens. So then that way, when someone wins, I'll probably let them pick which one they like. Which one would you take? If you won right now, which one would you go for? Bar in mind, I'll probably do an aluminum white ano or white laser mark custom to this one. I kind of like the green one better though. If I shut my eyes and just hold it, I like the way my micarta feels. Dumpster's completely full because of the nincompoops that apparently don't have a knife and refuse to cut down their boxes. Working in restaurant settings, Casey, we always had rules. When I was like management, or it didn't matter where I was at, working in restaurants and stuff, and when you take boxes out and you throw them in there, they are to be broken down. Otherwise, people just throw. And the huge dumpster is full, but it literally would only be this full. It's 4 feet tall and 6 feet wide, and it's completely full. And you go and actually break all the boxes down, and now it's only this full. But yeah, it was a requirement. When people broke down boxes and put them out there, you are breaking them down. You break them down before you throw them in there. You don't just chuck one in there and the space. Yep, I feel you. I feel you. Just break down your boxes. We get more and more of that every day, Casey. Every day. People need to raise their children better. People are so rushed. That's what I don't understand. People are so rushed today that they have to tailgate when they're driving. You're supposed to give space between you and the car in front of you, so if someone smashes into you and you get jerked forward, you don't smash into the car in front of you. It's adequate amount of space, but I feel like everyone just pulls right up behind you. It's not, here's a car length between us. It's, they're right there. Like, why are you right on my ass? I don't understand. People are in such a rush to get places, but the reality is if you're behind me, or you're 10 feet behind me, you're still going to get there at the same time. There's no real reason. And then, so if you're waiting in line, if I was in the gas station waiting in line, right, and I'm standing here waiting in line, does the person come up behind me and stand right here? Or do they stand like here? You give a little space. But no, in cars these days, it's not this, it's this. Everyone's right here. And then the person behind them is right here. It's like, why do you have to be right on my ass? I just don't understand what do we think about that? It doesn't make sense to me. Because you're not getting there any quicker, but you're now just... Next time you're in a line, if you got someone tailgating, you follow them into a store, wait for them to get in line, and then get behind them and get right like this. We don't need to tailgate. Rant over. God, I'm an old man, huh? And tear down your boxes. I don't think the box tear down lecture doesn't really apply here. I feel like everyone in here probably enjoys tearing down boxes. Like, ooh, I need to test out a new knife. Let's rip down some boxes with it. Like now you're looking for boxes to tear down, kind of a situation. Like cutting them way more. Like you watch Tri-State do box cut downs, and he brings them down. Like, I mean, you cutting strips, Casey? Grateful Dong. I never tear down boxes. How dare you? How dare you? Do you even flatten them though? I'm sure you flatten. I bet you flatten. Bro, you flatten? I break them down as I go, and then when I go to the dump on Saturdays, they're ready to go. Yeah. I have my recycling bin or whatever, and so I go and I'm getting ready to take some out there, and I'm at least flat. And usually the bigger ones at least cut in half. Just fill bigger boxes with smaller boxes, and then that's a thing too, Grateful. And just slowly build up that nest of multi-size boxes. The recycle spot's only a mile away. My kids don't flatten. You need to make those kids flatten, Steve. You need to bring them outside. What you need to do is well, that never really gets too dirty. It's going to say, like, you need to wait until they get, like, covered with something else, you know, like spill something else on top of them. And then be like, oh, you didn't flatten these boxes, you have to flatten them. But they're all dirty. It's like, well, they weren't dirty before you threw them in there. And if you just would have flattened them before you threw them in there, you wouldn't be in this situation right now. But because you didn't do the job before, you have to do it now. Now you have to do it dirty. I probably shouldn't have kids. I would be putting them in these scenarios. Oh, I don't know. 10:20 a.m. on a Saturday. Anybody doing anything fun today? Casey, I'm going to go disc golfing with some friends. See how I do today. I might have a good day. Last time I went, KC, first shot, first hole, 200 and it's probably a 280, 290 foot, somewhere around there. First shot, no warm up, beautiful, flew in, came down, little low, skipped, hit the front of the basket, bounced off. I was like, oh. I don't think I have a hole in one this year. Did I get an ace this year? I can't remember. Usually get one every year, a couple sometimes, but it was the closest one where it was like, it look, you know what I mean? Something about throwing a frisbee or throwing a ball or something, you know, like right away. Like you have a football and you throw a spiral to someone, you can tell like right away, like, ooh, that was a good throw. It's kind of like that. You let it rip and you see it flying, you're like, ooh, this one's got potential. And my buddy Rob was like, oh yeah. And it came down, boom, boom, and like right in the front, and then just dropped to the ground. I was like, oh, oh, oh. That much. Played for years, still don't have a hole in one. 3 chain outs. Oh, isn't that something too, though? Because you see it and it goes in and then crashes out, and you're like, why? You'll get one of these days. I had a buddy of mine that played all the time. One year he got like 6 or 7. And then he didn't get another one for like 5 years in a row. So it's kind of one of those things. Haven't played in 2 months. Free time, you get going, you're doing other things. I play consistently because there's a few leagues in the summer that I'm a part of. So it's like I show up on Mondays and Wednesdays pretty much consistently in the summer. Right now, mine's done. Winter League started up. Haven't been to that one yet. It's only every other week. And then there's a West Side Winter League that I haven't been to. It's only been, they've had that one, or have they gone twice now? Putting League will be starting up in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited for that. What's up, Arena? From Russia? With love. All right, it's time to go to Lowe's and buy stuff to complete my torturous projects. Yeah, it's time for me to eat some breakfast and get going on things as well. Lovely morning, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful and fun, safe day. Yeah, they kind of, what's up, Cicero? They kind of pulled some imagery, but it's cool. Snowy psychotic. Right here. Right here. With love, of course, right? Thank you all very much. Have a great day. Find some cool knives. Tell me about it. I just got here. Start over. I'm sorry, bud. I wasn't even expecting to go for 214, but that's kind of happens. It's kind of a regular thing. Cicero, I hope you have a great day. Did you pre-order one of these, bud? I'm thinking about this. Marshall Design Works Graviton. I'd love that. If anyone wants to buy me a Christmas present, you can buy me this voodoo doll. I just, yeah. Everyone have a great day. Good times. Stay sharp. You got the void? If I wasn't trying to buy these other things right, we'll see. All right. Take care, y'all. Have a great day. See you soon.